Our strong words from Vice President Biden calling out Donald Trump from the convention stage. Our coverage from Philadelphia begins tonight with Channel 4's Kent Justice. Kent.
Yeah, Mary and Tom, there are themes on the given nights of a big political convention like this. I think you're seeing that tonight's theme has shifted, and it's going to be attack the Republican nominee. Senator Kaine is going to be up in a moment. We expect that he'll do some of that, but we just heard from Vice President Joe Biden. I want you to hear from him in a moment. But first, let's go to the vice presidential nominee, Tim Kaine.
Service had a Midwestern start in a working-class home in Kansas City, where Tim Kaine's mother and father instilled in him the principles of faith and hard work, pitching in at his dad's iron working show.
Okay, so this is a setup video for the vice presidential nominee. So obviously, we know that he is going to be coming up in just a moment. But obviously, this is not him yet. Some pictures and so on. So at this point, do you want to hear from Joe Biden? I guess that's what I need to know from our producer there. All right, well, let me tell you a little bit about what you're going to hear from the vice presidential nominee, Tim Kaine. We know that he's going to talk about his background a little bit. He's really introducing himself to much of the country. And then before too long, he's going to turn to the attacks on Donald Trump. We understand that he's going to focus in on some key phrases that Donald Trump makes whenever he speaks, and kind of that believe me phrase that Trump has. And he's going to talk about why he trusts Hillary Clinton and why you shouldn't trust Donald Trump. But of course, all that's going to come up here in just a moment when his video is done there. Do want you to hear from Joe Biden. He had a great rousing round of applause that he heard when he came on. And here's just a sample of some of the strong words he had just moments ago to the convention.
Donald Trump, with all his rhetoric, would literally make us less safe. We cannot elect a man who belittles our closest allies while embracing dictators like Vladimir Putin. No, I mean it. Not only do we have the largest economy in the world, we have the strongest economy in the world. We have the most productive workers in the world. And given a fair shot, given a fair chance, Americans have never, ever, ever, ever let their country down. Never. Never.
To declare war on common sense.
Yeah, the vice president had him riled up. I'll tell you, before that, we caught local Congresswoman Kaine Brown on the platform tonight. She was joined by members of the Congressional Black Caucus, that is. They were on stage to say that Donald Trump has no plan to address issues differently or directly affecting African Americans. And so they were together. She was on stage. We didn't hear her talk. We have reached out to her, trying to talk to her while she is here at the DNC. She also sent us a picture of her on the floor. You see former State Senator Tony Hill in that picture, along with Kaine Brown. Again, these are some of the things that we are covering here at the DNC. Michael Bloomberg, the mayor of New York, the former mayor, really lit into Donald Trump as well. And I think that's an interesting contrast, because just a week ago, the former mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani, was kind of doing the same against Hillary Clinton and coming out as a Trump supporter. Bloomberg really went for it tonight and was pretty passionate about all the things he sees as lousy about the Republican nominee this year. That's probably going to be some of what we see in the next several months leading up to November, is a lot of that surrogate saying the other person, the other candidate, is awful. In the meantime, there will be people saying, hey, can we hear the positives? You might hear some of those positives right now as we listen to Senator Kaine coming up. And Tim Kaine is going to make his introduction to the American public tonight here at the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia. We'll listen to him for just a few moments.
Philadelphia. Hello, Democratic family. I want to start off by thanking my beautiful wife, Ann, and my 3 wonderful children, Nat, Woody, and Anella. They're sitting right up there. You know, my son Nat deployed with his Marine Battalion just 2 days ago. He deployed overseas to protect and defend the very NATO allies that Donald Trump says he now wants to abandon. Semper Fi, Nat. Semper Fi. My parents and my in-laws are here, our siblings and their spouses, our nieces and nephews, and hundreds of friends from Virginia and beyond. I love seeing you front and center. Including my friend of 37 years, Senior Senator Mark Warner, my great Governor Terry McAuliffe, and my great friend and Congressman Bobby Scott. We love you all. Today, for my wife Ann and every strong woman in this country, for Nat, Woody, and Anella, and every young person starting out in life to make their own dreams real, for every man and woman serving our country in the military, at home or abroad, for every working family working hard to get ahead and stay ahead, for my parents and in-laws and every senior citizen who hopes for a dignified retirement with health care and research to end diseases like Alzheimer's. For every American who wants our country to be a beloved community where people aren't demeaned because of who they are, but rather respected for their contributions to this nation. And for all of us who know that the brightest future for our country is the one that we build together, and for my friend Hillary Clinton, I humbly accept my party's nomination to be Vice President of the United States.
Thank you.
Vice presidential nominee Tim Kaine thanking, of course, his supporters and leading up to the big speech tonight, the President Obama's headliner speech. We're still waiting for President Obama to speak, and we'll bring it to you live right here on News 4 Jax. Coming up at 10:30, we go back to Philadelphia for a live report with Kent Justice and our election correspondent, Ryan Nobles.